Hi guys. About a week ago, I got a ask on Tumblr from GTGBB. But anyways, they asked me to make a video about how I've evolved in terms of my outlook, gender, sexuality, or looks, or something like that. So I was thinking about it, and well, of course, like when you grow up, it's pretty much impossible to not evolve, especially when you're trying to discover yourself. For me, I guess my biggest issue when I was younger was that I didn't really know myself. The me that I was supposed to be by society's standards and my family's standards was so different from the me that I am, or the me that would I had to become to make myself happy. And so it was a much longer journey for me than for a lot of people, because I was trying so hard to please everyone else, and especially my family, of course, because we're Asian. We've got Asian parents. We like we have to bow to their every whims. I always knew that I wasn't comfortable being a girl. It's not that I wasn't necessarily comfortable with it, or I felt like I was a boy or anything. I just didn't register that I was a girl. I that that ingrained thought never ingrained itself into my brain. People would be like, "Oh look, hey, that girl over here, turn around," and I'm like, "What girl? Is there a girl here?" And I'm just like, "What?" And then like it would take me like a minute, and oops, there we go. It would take me like a minute, and I would finally figure out what people were talking about. I was just, "Oh, me, I'm a girl, okay." But the thing is, like, it was a thing that happened constantly. It was something that, like, every single time someone mentioned me or called me by my legal name, I would just be like, "The crap are you talking about? Like, what happened? Like, is there someone behind me that I don't know about?" So it was always like that. When you're dealing with that every day, every few minutes of every day, trying to live into an identity that you have, don't feel comfortable with, and don't identify with, it's there's like this like added pressure, you know? Like it just kind of like snowball effects and like becomes like a huge thing, and eventually you're just like, I'm depressed. I hate the world. So it took me a long time to go through it. It took me a long time to finally realize that I couldn't do that. I couldn't like I couldn't be so different from who I like really wanted to be. I couldn't try so hard to make things convenient for me and for my family, just because it'd be convenient. It'd be convenient for me to like go into the like gender roles that are assigned to me by society. It'd be convenient for me to uh, I guess just fit into every single like box people put up. So okay, after that stage, like after the I tried really hard to be a girl stage, I passed into my like I'm trying to discover myself stage, but I still didn't really know what I wanted. So I did research and stuff, and I was like, oh, like transgender, you know? I was like, okay, like let's look into that. And then they were talking about like how they've always felt like a boy and always like wanted to be a boy, and always just they just always knew that they were a boy. And I'm like, no, I don't I don't want to be a girl, but I don't think my only alternative is to be a boy, you know? At first I was just like entertaining the thought. I was just like, well, it can't be A, I have to be B, you know? Like it's black and white. But right now, I really thought about it, I'm like, what is a boy? What is a girl? I mean, if you're talking about pure biological sex, I mean, that has a lot of gray to begin with. But if it was that, then that doesn't even carry on to gender roles of any sort. It's like, you have boobs, therefore you like to be a princess. I'm like, that's a big logical jump there. And I'm just like, where are your logical process for that? It's not like you can just throw out random ideas and just say that, oh, it's true because most people believe it's true. and boys like to play football. So I'm like, so if a guy doesn't like to play football, is he less of a man? Is there like a scale there? But no, like if you're a guy and you don't like to play football, you're still a guy. Well, that's what people like believe. And if you're a girl and you don't like to be a princess, you're still a girl. So essentially, being a girl or being a guy to me really means nothing. It, yeah, it means pretty much nothing. I can't really find like a definite term for what a girl and a guy is. So if I can't really find a definite term for what one is, how could I actually ever be one? Like how can I feel like something that I don't know what it is? You know, so of course I feel more comfortable being like perceived as a guy, but right now I think that's only just because I don't want to be perceived as a girl. Like I went through like what was it, maybe 18 years of being like perceived as a girl, and I'm tired of it. I'm like screw this, and then I just want to be something else. And then for most people, they're like the only alternative is being perceived as this guy. So it's a liberating aspect. But I wonder if like in the future I'll be like this is boring. Like this is screwed up because they're like you have to be a man. I'm still in the process of trying to completely feel comfortable with myself after so much self suppression and hatred and stuff like that. But I'm a lot further along than I thought I could ever be. So I think that changed for the good, you know? And of course with the outward appearance it kind of just followed along with that, followed along with how comfortable I was being with female, how comfortable I'm being male, and how comfortable I'm being in between. Thanks for watching, even though it was tediously long. So, thank you.